Hello, everybody. My name is Kashi, and today we are playing a new game called Tavern Talk. Now, this game has not been released just yet. I actually found it while scrolling through Facebook and saw an ad for it through Kickstarter. You can find it on Kickstarter as well as the Steam store. We are going into this blind. I know the bare basics that we are working in a tavern. It's it's fantasy, it's D&D basically, but we're kind of playing as the GMs from what I'm understanding. So, let's begin. Pronouns. All right. Uh, you know what? We're just going to go with neutrality for this one. They them. Act 1. The Wayfarer's Inn. I'm already enjoying the art style. Hiya, innkeeper. How's it going? All nice and dandy? Uh, oh, me. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All nice and dandy? Yes, yes, all nice and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Oh, I just I really enjoyed the aesthetic of this. And as someone who plays Dungeons and Dragons a lot as well as Final Fantasy and those kind of games, it's just really cozy. I like this. This is how I imagine the inns are when I play D&D. Oh, they even have a little bird up ahead. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove. Then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome? Well, did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees. Oh, the same Amaranthan Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I probably butchered that name. Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a dried nut. Oh, don't cry. You should go on an adventure. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various nut types walnuts, peanuts, pecan nuts. I actually really like macadamia nuts. Too bad they're expensive as fuck where I live. I'm allergic. Oh, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. I just wish something would happen in my life. Something riveting. So, what you're saying is that you're missing the spice? Oh, no, no, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Oh, she is just adorable. I love her. I was talking about the spice in your life. Fun fact, there are many people who think that salt is the spice of life. Which, if that is the case, then I, the saltiest healer, am living my best life. Ah, oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no nymphs, no dragons. Ah, you want to go on an adventure. You should do so. Just a lot of salt. Oh, I mean, I'm salty and I live a good life, but that's not for everybody. Don't cry. I'm like a bland soup. A classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Every day, actually. Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly funny. Again, every day. Uh, have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala, arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up? Really high? Well, yes, I think that's the point. Ah, I'm afraid of heights and of people and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? Oh, you have anxiety. I actually really like how her character is portrayed. It doesn't feel flat. It really feels like I'm having a conversation with somebody who just either wants to get it off their chest, somebody who just needs a listening ear. Whether or not I give advice, well, it's up to the person. Day in and day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, saving people, wandering through the marshes, meeting a pretty nymph. Ooh, a pretty nymph? Hmm, I feel like if we say that's pretty daring, she's gonna get really embarrassed. But you know what? Let's go with the second choice. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it would be. Not that it would actually occur, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. That was another thing I remember from Kickstarter. There was a list of drink names. I don't remember any of them off the top of my head, but I think, don't quote me on this, I think you can get things from the NPCs to make new drinks, depending on what you get and what answers you give. But I don't know. That's speculation. We'll see what happens. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. Country music would very much like to differ. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I get to offer them their own jingle. Yeah, do that. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I would love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a sunny breeze, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather light nymph floating in the waves of a sunny lake. You really like nymphs. Do you want to be with a nymph? Or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a sunny breeze. Message received. Though, though, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, we need the tutorial. Really? Yes, yes, we do. What do I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Oh, that was a really cute opening. Oh, I really like this. I like this a lot, actually. I like all the fine details. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. So, this is what it looks like back here? Hello, Andu. Oh, Andu. What are you? Are you a little dragon friend? Maybe. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Oh, that's convenient. Let's have a look. Ooh, I like this. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep logs, just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for more of a varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. Or you can be like me when I'm making alcoholic beverages. I trust my heart, which is often why I get very, very drunk. When I have settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? Then we all die. I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There is dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I would kill to have this. I want one. I want one so bad. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I press the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magic details. No, bore me. I want to know more about this world. Just try making a drink. You got this. All right. Got our drink pinned. We'll start off with this. That's good. Okay. A little bit of that. And this. It is maybe a little bit more. Hell yeah, sunny breeze. I knew what to do because I lost the footage. Not once, not twice, 3 times. And I was so ready to bash my head against the wall. Wow, it actually teleported. Of course. What did you think was happening? I realized we have a tentacle friend over here. I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That is delicious. I made that? Yeah, you made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Aw, look at that smile, everybody. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Sometimes. But how would I know if I never tried? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes. I want to tell great stories, but never mind. I lost so much footage, guys. So much. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Alright, asshole. We'll just give you a cup of water. Very specific. Thank you. I'm on my way to a fight. Need to pay some debts. Give me something that will boost my defense so I can claim victory. You got it, my friend. I'll see what I can find. Let's see. We need something for defense. Uh, Steel tonic. Draw a pretty picture. Give a good amount. So I realize even if you stop mid pour, it's going to go up here. Which means that I have to be a little smart about what I'm doing. A little bit of that. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, that was clearly not the right. Here you go, you undo. Drink up, bud. Let's see. We need you. Oh, I just realized that it goes. Wow, I am on the ball today, everybody, if you haven't noticed. So I need 3 parts of that then. Give you, I'm gonna say one of these and one of these. Hell yeah, steel tonic. Here you go, friend. I really like the cup. This should taste like victory. Contrary to popular belief, it's actually not Baja. almost washes away the memories of the banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night, and her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Nice, we just unlocked our first rumor, I think. Almost. Enough to kick some ass, at least. Alright, bye. Wait, are you gonna pay for that? The brooding type, I see. Oh, what are you thinking about, Fable? Nothing, just dreams. Yours or someone else's? And are they not safe for work? And are they about nymphs? Mine. Other people seem to have courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Because you lack self confidence, sweetie. Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. Is that what he said? Yes, he said. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that patters down the mountain. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure. Boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for the same freedom. Of course, I can never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It is my home. But there is nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my family looks after the Grove. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? Oh, sweetie, you need to stop tearing up. I think so, yes. But what if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. If I'm the most exciting part of your day, you have more issues than self confidence. Again, is no one going to pay? A little later. Hello, furry mommy. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn, what can I do for you? You do the thing with the quests, right? Yep. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no. I may have one for you or your notice board. Elaborate? Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregerin? Tregerin. Yeah, if I butcher the names, sorry, my bad. I'm trying. A werewolf? That's news to me. Well, listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Aroveh. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died together with that one romance novel. We are talking about Twilight. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so? Nah, that just split society into two camps, Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one were you in, Keep? Uh, well, don't get me wrong. Twilight, for what it's worth, was decent. I just hated how people compared it to Harry Potter, which didn't make sense because one was about werewolves and vampires, the other were about wizards. And yes, there were no, I don't think there were vampires in Harry Potter. There were for sure werewolves, because one of the villains joined Voldemort. However, it's kind of weird to compare the two because yes, they're fantasy, but again, two different kinds of fantasy. Team Werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Actually, never mind. I will not say what it is, but it rhymes with caught. Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp, more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? All right. Yep. Well, all I'm saying is the downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. Is that the reason why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too familiar to my Uncle Dragon. I would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is it a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You couldn't tell. I want to avoid an awkward family reunion, you know? Alright. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Carolyn. It's not that hard. Oh, ma'am, you need to pay for the damages. Gotcha, Lynn. Alright, Chief. You got a name or is it just Inkeep? I'm really hoping that later in the game we get to name ourselves. But this is also just the alpha version, so maybe in the final product we'll actually be able to name ourselves. And if not, it's not that big of a deal. Just Inkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Inkeep, then before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare giving me any of that watered down muck instead. All right, a rum and coke it is. Let's see. With a whole lot of strength. Want a sailor's courage. I appreciate the little sail, but not so much the six pack. Kind of scares me. All right, let's get this our first try. Come on, I believe in me. 'Cause someone has to. A little bit of this. I mean, it's certainly colorful. You can tell where I made mistakes, but you know what? Ring the bell. Let's go. Here you go. A drink with zero water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Habs back north, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to clean up. What kind of business? My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. I think maybe your cousin is licking a few too many toads. I'd say she's hallucinating, but I did hear some folks complaining about the undead uptake up north, so might as well humor her. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. Think there's not much use digging up the past. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? No? Then don't bother. Aye, bitch. This is my tavern, and I'm leaving it. If you find any more rumors or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups. But sure, I'll be back for more work. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Now, I did play ahead and lost footage, like I said. So, I'm going to show you guys the gameplay. Yeah, I could use some help. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Wow, so generous, thank you. Let me see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal, so I don't forget. Smart. Think the best next step would be sorting the fit and snippets onto your quest page. Just drag them over, and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventures. Once you're done, select that quill of yours, and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Lynn. Put it on the tab. That's not how that. And she's gone. Works. Good night to you, too. All right, time to assemble a quest. Werewolf secret. Anything with werewolf, I'm kind of just taking. Let's do this. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukakin passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Triggerin from Erove. They pose a potential threat to helpless villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on the quest and save Triggerin from this werewolf mayhem? Well, are you? Ah, yes, the mundane life. I love it. 58th of the Wake, Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn, Prelude to Bravery. Start day. Quest taken. Hello, Fable. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregorn. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Not yet. Well, what kind of hero are you looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with the bow. One that will tell me that they want the quest. I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And, and, maybe I want that quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me, and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you talked to humans before, and you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they were just collecting dust in your room. And 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 I thought I could ask you about if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree will be mad at me. But it won't really matter because I'll be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. Sweetie, you gotta work on your confidence. I'm a barkeep and I'm happy to help you, but I'm not a miracle worker. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take that quest? Maybe. I can't make that decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like, like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water, more slime, bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Maybe you can add my bones to your menu soon. Honey, please, I am begging you, get a self help book. Get a proper therapist. Medication, please. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general, about taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. It would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time that I think about embarking on a quest, all I can think about are the ways in which it could go wrong. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it is thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have a history, right? Inspirational feats they can look back on to define their bravery. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets, like the Mary Morgan incident, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. The Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear of it? Didn't you hear of it? Oh, thanks, Spirit, word didn't carry around. It was my very first adventure, the chances to finally get out of my daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. They wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregerin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure! Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it ought to go wrong. I really wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way of that. How did it go wrong? They. I felt their condescending looks on my back as I walked them through the woods. God, she makes me think of me back when I was in high school. Of course, I don't know whether they actually looked, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I blacked out, I think. I never got lost in the woods before, but I couldn't see well with the blood rushing my ears and feeling dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever pass, past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that is known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. Hey, in this household, we drown men, women, and those who identify as neither, or those who identify as both. We don't discriminate here. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still their laughing stock at every gathering. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera residing in the quag mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem. Damn, being very open. But how can I not be? All I ever do is fail. I don't think that's true. You've done many wonderful things, and the future is yet to be written. I don't think anyone really wants to read my story. I would. Personally, I'm very much looking forward to hearing about your heroic ballads. So, you think I should go on that quest? Perhaps. Even after what you just heard? I almost killed those adventurers. How am I supposed to save anyone? I'll probably just make it worse. Your absence will not make it better. You don't know that. Neither do you. All we do know is that without you, there will be one less person helping them. Someone else will do a better job. There might not be someone else. That would be horrible. Someone has to help those people. They can't just be abandoned. I agree. But what if I do make it worse? What if you make it better? What if you help them? Save them, even? So, what if you make a mistake in the middle? Or if someone else comes along to give you a hand? Four hands are better than two. And who knows? You might even end up joining a party. Perfect heroes do not exist anyhow, just ones that try, even if they are scared. What if they're terrified? Then they should try terrified. At least that means they're trying instead of running away. Would you prefer to run? No, I think I only run because I'm better at it. But then again, I never really try anything else. Maybe I should not decide to walk away before I even tried the other path. And in a case of emergency, better heroes can always save me again. Look at that smile. Or you, them. One day, maybe. First, I'm gonna save all these villagers, so that at least some of us don't have to be afraid anymore. No werewolf shall stand a chance against me. Right? Right. You'll do great. I just know it. But before you go, would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes, please. I even got new toppings in this morning. Hope y'all like boba. So I am well prepared to help. That sounds wonderful. What do you have? I've got some Thunder Sage, which is said to enchant words. With its magic, you should be able to inspire others and boost their abilities through your support. And then I have a couple golden feathers. They are extremely rare, but once in your possession, they can grant you haste. Briefly, the expiration date is a bit unpredictable. How did you get those? Pure luck. All right then, keep your secrets. Okay, Frodo. So considering all that, do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm gonna need that surprise round advantage, so maybe haste would be helpful too? Or maybe instead something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it is just a hungry lost lycan after all, and all it needs is a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we can even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that, and some additional inspiration. I'll leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. No pressure. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware. Sorry for backseat mixing. Now that I have access to toppings, I have to be careful of how they interact with the other ingredients. They might alter the stats in a way where I have to use a different recipe than I usually would. Well, let's keep an eye on that. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to call it here for this episode. Like I said, I'm actually having a lot of fun. I came into this knowing very, very little. And I do think that after it is a fully released game, that I'm probably going to get it. And like I said, you can find this on Kickstarter. You can find it on Steam. If you're looking for something that's just kind of simple and a nice time killer, I would suggest looking it up. Even if you don't get the full game, definitely playing the demo shows that people have interest. And I think I'm gonna go make myself something nice to drink. So I suggest y'all do the same. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.